Howdy all y'all, it's time for cake. I have been up to quite a bit as per usual. You can see I have acquired a small feline over there next to my mana flare. Started out as an ocelot. Well, that started out as one of them cocoons. I wasn't expecting an ocelot. But, I made do. Now, I have gone ahead and I've got a pretty decent sugarcane farm going from sugarcane that was initially made by taking a bale of straw. Hi, kitty. And I have managed to round up at least some of my critters over here. I was able to separate out the chickens because, they'll follow seed, but I could get the pigs out with carrots probably, but for the time being I'm not worrying about it too much. But what's important here is I've got eggs and I've got milk. I mean, is this awesome or what? If I wanted to start breeding them a bit, I could make bacon. So this means that I can go ahead and create some of the stuff that I have been missing that needed fancy things like cake. Particularly, all these leaves I've been spending so much time breaking, well, we're going to have two ways out of that problem, right, this episode. One thing we're going to be doing is I'm going to make a horn of the canopy. And what a horn of the canopy will do for us, there it is. What a horn of the canopy will do for us is it'll take all these leaf blocks out immediately. I won't be sus trying to get them out of the way before planting the next tree so that I can feel like I have extracted all the possible apples and saplings and such. But we're also going to make a Munchdew. And the Munchdew is going to turn all these leaves into mana. Yeah, that's right. While I'm sitting here using coal or charcoal to get mana, all these leaves been decaying, and they all could have become mana with a little extra effort on my part. So, how am I going to do this? Well, I'm figuring that I'll put the Munchdew over here where the trees seem to be denser. Of course, I could go ahead and make the trees denser if that were my choice. And then over here I will use the horn to be sure that I get a certain number of saplings on a regular basis so I can keep replanting trees, which I ought to be doing anyway. Now you might recall last episode that we made a couple snow. Well, this time around we're going to make a cake, and between the snow and the cake we're going to have what it takes. Give me those. Good. We're going to have what it takes to make ourselves a Munchdew. Now, what I believe I'm missing for cake is I believe I need wheat. Yep, I need 3 wheat. Now, have I actually got 3 wheat? Nope. No, I don't. However, won't be too hard to set up. Let's just go ahead over here. And where is all my bone meal? There you are. Okay, and there is 3 wheat, and I'm just going to leave that plant right there to just simmer on its own time. So, 3 wheat, 1 egg, cup of sugar. Y'all know where we're going with this. There's our cake. Okay, now, let's see here. This is what we wanted to do. We needed a Rune of Winter, which would make us a Rune of Gluttony, and that'll make us our Munchdew. So, let's see. I'm going to need the cake, 2 snow, earth, water, and some wool. Well, I got my 2 snow. Got my cake. Let's put that away. Thought I had some wool. Earth and water, let's get them out. Oh, I don't have water. Why don't I have water? Was there something I couldn't do having to do with water? Let's see. Fishing rod, sugarcane, bone meal. I don't see the problem. Oh, I bet I didn't have sugarcane previously. Oh no, that's water right there. I guess it's air that I was missing. Probably because I didn't have feathers till the chicken showed up. I should work on making some air pretty soon. Okay, so don't need to do that. All we're missing is the wool. Now, I really thought I had some wool from when my earlier sheepy died. But I guess it doesn't look like it's there. Oh, nope, here it is. Okay, there we go. Yep, that is all we're going to need for the time being. So, let's see. Rune of birth. Rune of water. There's our wool. 2 snow. 1 cake. Purdy. Oh, and I should get myself a little bit of living rock. Okay. And while that's cranking along, let me just look at the next step. Gonna need fire and 2 mana diamonds. Okay, there's my fire. Get myself a couple diamonds here. There's our Rune of winter. So let's see, fire. That's right, diamonds. Okay. And that should do that. This should give us our Rune of Gluttony. You know, I thought the cat was real cute, but I can see where that meowing is going to get on my very last nerve one of these days. Okay. Oh, that got us 2 runes of Gluttony. Happy day. Alright. So let's look at the requirements for our Munchdew. We need a Rune of Gluttony, white mana petal, red mana petal, and a lime mana petal. Okay, and I'm going to need a green petal on the side. Let's see here. Oh look, I've got a green petal. Alright, so I'm going to need white, red, what was the other one? Lime. Yeah, I can see where that cat is definitely going to be a thing if I leave it that way. Alright, let's double check here. Lime, red, and white. I got the mana petals, and I got a spare of each one, and then I got a mystical green petal, Rune of Gluttony. Here we go. Okay, that should be everything. What am I doing? This all needs to be in a petal apothecary. Well, that'll teach me. I was thinking, wow, look at how quick this is going. Whoop, wrong button. I'm making so much progress. I'm really rocking this one. Yeah, well, not quite so much. Let me double check that. Yep, that's a petal apothecary recipe. Okay, we'll try it again. 1 Rune of Gluttony. Petals, 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 and 1 seed. And there is our Munchdew. Hot dog. Now, let me see. I'm not real sure what this thing's range is. Well, I'm going to put it here. I can always move it later. Oh, I do believe that tree was in range. Now the real question is there a mana spreader in it? Yes, there is. Oh my goodness, look at all the mana. And we know that isn't coming from over here because this is not currently running. I currently do not have any coal down here. So everything we're seeing, that's coming out of that Munchdew. Okay, well, that worked pretty well. I didn't even have to come up with a new mana spreader for it. Okay, nice, nice, nice. And I've got a spare Rune of Gluttony in case I decide I need another one. So, let's go ahead and put that away for the time being. And I'm going to need to get rid of this tree right here. And put down a new sapling. And this one is far enough away we can see that quite clearly. So, next thing I'd like to make is I'd like to make a horn. Now that was, I think, under mystical items. Nope. Probably under natural apparatus then. Huh, also nope. That's interesting. Well, I know there's a horn inside the drum, so we'll get at it this way. Okay, horn of the wild plus oak leaves. So I need a pasture seed and 5 living wood. And we get a pasture seed by throwing a little bit of grass. Thought I had a little bit of grass. I'll be darned. You know, I don't know that I've made shears yet. Well, gonna have to rectify that, aren't we? Okie doke. How's my steel supply? Iron. It's iron. It's iron right up until the moment when it turns into steel. Manasteel. There we go. And now we got our spiffy Manasteel shears. And we got our spiffy bone meal. And this should last us a little while. Okay. Now, I only needed one of those at the moment, but you never know. There's a lot of things that use these. And there's our pasture seed. So now I'm going to need some living wood. For a second I was worried. I thought I was running low, but that's just the planks. I kind of am running low. So honestly, I should be taking some more wood now that I have a source of mana other than throwing charcoal into there. I should be taking some more of my wood and turning it into living wood, because you know I'm going to need it. Okay, so pasture seed goes over here, and our living wood kind of makes a shape sort of like that. And now I need you. Now I got my leaves, got the horn. Now I made the horn of the canopy. And why did I want this? Well, that's why. And you can see that that drops apples, and that it drops all the saplings. So there is absolutely no drawback whatsoever to using it. In fact, it doesn't even use mana, I think. So funny, you know. I have a murderous time clearing all the trees out at first, and then usually when I start an episode, trees start growing all over the place. Except that this time around, since I am starting an episode with, close enough. Since I'm starting an episode in which I am trying to show something that is going to do something with trees, suddenly none of the trees are sprouting. It's kind of funny how the game seems to be able to figure these things out. Alright, so that should give our Munchdew plenty to work with. I'm actually going to put one more tree. Where are you? You are here. So I need to be at least 2 away from you. 1, 2. Sure. Okay, put another tree there. That should give our Munchdew plenty to do, as it were. Now then, I've got my horn, I've got my Munchdew. The problem is, one of the things I've been noticing, even though I've got a lot of mana now, this band of mana, which sucked down most of the pool when we loaded it earlier, I've run it down by about 1/3 using all these Manasteel tools. And I can put the shears away for the time being because I've got the horn. You done in there? You're done in there. Let's go ahead and put you all in there, since the Munchdew is not currently active. So, like I was saying, Band of Mana's been running down a bit. Well, there's another one that is actually a self-charging ring. Well, it doesn't charge itself, it'll charge other things. So it is the only way possible to get some kind of a, that's what I want, baubles. To get kind of mana from thin air, if you will. So I've got my Band of Mana, and it's like a mana tablet. And I've already did this one. So what I want is Band of Aura. And this creates mana and stores it in mana items. Oops, hello. Okay, Mr. Munchdew is busy for a little while, so I think there's like a 1-minute cooldown before he'll start doing things again. Of course, what that means is that I could do this. In fact, I almost would say I should do this. Whoops. Oh no, out of bone meal. Let's try. See how many trees I can get going ready for this thing. This will also make sure that all these trees are in range. Because if they're not, it'll be pretty darned obvious pretty darn soon. Okay, you are there. 1, 2, 3. I'd have to put another thing of dirt right there. I can do that, of course. Let's grab you. Oh, there it goes. Oh boy. Oh, look at this. Ha ha! And the mana is just zooming away, I'm sure. Okay, now that's interesting. Why did it stop? Oh, I bet I know. Our mana spreader is full. Hello. I need a faster way to move mana into the pool. Now that is not a problem I was anticipating. Wow. Okay. The way to do that is with a lens. I think it's called Potency. Fire and a mana lens. Okay, and we make a mana lens with a glass pane and 4 Manasteel. Fair enough. Pretty sure I can do that. Hang on a second. I don't have sand. Well. I think that I can turn sand. Ah, yeah. Pure Daisy will turn Soulsand into regular sand. So, oh, I need panes. That means I'm going to need at least 6. Alright. So that's all done. There goes the Munchdew again. I have to say that that does sound like it's working pretty well. Whoa! Hi, Mr. Tree. Okay, goodness. He fills up real quick. How's my mana pool looking? About 60%, say. Yeah, I think I need another mana spreader. That's what I need. Or I need to make that lens. That's going to take a few seconds. Meanwhile, hello, kitty. Meanwhile, what was I going to do a minute ago? I was going to make a band of aura. That's what I was going to do. So that's a rune of mana and 4 pieces of Manasteel. And we have not got a rune of mana, but that's not too difficult to do. So let's see here. Figure I'm probably going to need a fair bit of Manasteel for this. 1 mana pearl, 5 Manasteel. I was right. Okay, so let's go ahead and hook this puppy in here. And then I need 5 of those. Come over here. Okay. And I'm going to need a little more living rock. Got plenty of living rock right now. Happy about that. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something about this thing. Okay. There is our rune of mana. Now I need 4 more Manasteel. And where'd it go? So there goes that. 2, 3, 4. There's our band of aura. And this is just going to passively create a little bit of aura every now and again and stick it in the band of mana to kind of regenerate it. Okay. So let's see how our sand is doing. Excellent. That is indeed sand. Alrighty. And I need to turn that into glass panes, so I'm going to have to cook it. Let's do that. Using up the saplings lets me do less than the amount of piece of coal or charcoal, so that's kind of handy sometimes. I need to come over here with some carrots, and I need to sort out my critters. Get all my pigs in one place, cows in another place. Oh, no you don't. Oh, yes you do. Let's try this on. Here, Mr. Chicken. Here, Mr. Chicken. Good, good, good. Come with me. Come on. Come on. Over here. Good. Okay, enough of that. Yeah, that Munchdew is capable of taking out a rather large area, I see. Okay, fair enough. And it's generating quite a lot of mana while it does it. Let's see how my glass is doing over here. Oh, it's not going in because there's plenty of other stuff in the hopper. Okay, that's fine. I figured I'd have to pick it up, but I guess not. There's 16 panes of glass. I need a little more iron to turn into Manasteel. Okay. So this is going to be a pane of glass. And there's our first mana lens. And for potency, we need fire. And potency is going to make this thing move power around significantly faster. And that's kind of our big objective here. And that'll help it to deal with the amount of mana that the Munchdew is putting out. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Yep, okay, the Munchdew's trying to fill it up. And it's coping just fine. Earlier that thing was completely full. Okay, and now all of our leaves are gone. And I can take some trees down. That little fella has quite a lot of range. Okay, so now we have some pretty serious mana generation, in my opinion. And when I really want a lot more, I'll just have to bone meal a bunch of trees. Okay. Did I miss any of them? Nah. Okay, so we've got passive mana generation for our rings. We've got active mana generation based on our trees. So what's our next step? That's a very good question. Well, the only thing that has been bugging me more than trying to keep up with mana has been trying to keep up with cobble. I'm going to come over here real quick just to show one more time the other side of this equation. The Munchdew does not drop saplings. You may have noticed nothing over here, no apples, no saplings. So I come over here. Nice. And over here I get plenty of saplings. As well as apples. So this is still manual. It's not by any stretch of the imagination automated, because I've got to come back and I've got to plant saplings. Now eventually I'll be able to get a plant going that'll do that for me. A little fella called the Ranuncarpus. But for the time being, this is adequate. This is adequate. And what I want to do now is make a real quick nether trip. And I know my nether seems pretty safe, but I'm just going to play it extra safe here and not take things I don't need. Let's see. And I only really need one bucket for what I want to do, I think. Alright. And let's see, I should actually get some of this while I'm here. I have a reason, I have something I need to use it for in the near future, so I should get a little bit. And I need to find me some lava. Now the trouble is that in this immediate area, well, I got rid of most of my lava. Oh, I didn't bring arrows, that's bad. I don't want to go up to the ceiling to get any. So I want to try and find some down here. Okay, that's coming from over there, I think. That's pouring down. Oh, there's some. I can dig down to that. Let's see now. Okie doke. And you're coming with me. Alright, that was all I needed this round, so quick nether trip, very quick nether trip. This is the way to do your Christmas shopping, folks. Know what you're going to get, know where to find it, go in, grab it, get back out again. Okay, and away we go. Now, where am I going to set this puppy up? This is going to be a few blocks high. I don't want to put her in the middle of my tree farming area. You know what? I'm going to put it way the heck over there. That's what I'm going to do. The other thing is, I had this mob farm going over here because I wanted to get some potatoes and carrots, but it turns out, I believe, I still don't have potatoes and carrots, but if I'm remembering right, from what I was reading, let's see here, potato, nope, potato, there we go. I can turn wheat into potatoes, and I can turn poison potatoes into potatoes, and I'm pretty sure I can turn something into carrots. Yeah, I can turn potatoes into carrots. So I basically have everything I need at this point. I just need to do my converting, as it were. Okay. Oh, happy full mana pool. Well, it isn't full, but it's going to be soon. Okay, I've got 30 cobble. Let me think here. 30 cobble. I need to get myself I need to make a piston, and I need to make a hovering hourglass is what I believe it's called. So let's go back out here. Back. Okay, it's not in there. Hovering hourglass. There we are. 2 redstone, 2 Managlass, 1 Manasteel, and 4 gold. Okay. That means I gotta make 2 more glass, doesn't it? See, this would go a lot faster if I had it all planned out and I knew what I was doing from the get-go, you know? But I'll be honest, I'm just kind of in what's interesting, what looks like fun, what problem do I want to solve today mode. And I've found when I'm like that if I plan I'm going to do X on X day, well, an awful lot of the time I log in and instead I look around and see something else needs doing. And, you know, so much for the plan, right? So instead I'm just doing what I'm doing. Okay, I need 1 for the piston, and I need 1 for the hourglass. Let's take care of our hourglass problem first. Good. Now for our piston, I got the cobble. Let me get a little more cobble just to be sure I got enough for what I want to do. Let's take a little bit of wood. Oh shoot, I don't have redstone. Redstone's in there, I think. Yep. We'll need more of it. I know we're going to need more of it. Okay. And there went our sand. So there's our piston. Whoops. Oops. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and stick that in there. And I need, let's see, 2 redstone. I need 4 gold. which is exactly 1/4 of what I got. Once I'm comfortable with how my mana pool is going, which is not going to be long. I mean, you look at that thing, it's moving. Once I'm comfortable with that, I am going to, there's my 2 Managlass. I am going to see about setting up the orchid over here to kind of be on automatic. And that's going to require a little bit of smooth stone generation. Okay, let's see. I'm not waiting on anything else. Manasteel in the middle, glass to the sides, redstone top and bottom. Or was it the other way around? I think it was the other way around. And gold in all 4 corners. There we go. There's our hovering hourglass. Now that is going to give us a redstone signal. Like clockwork, y'all might say. I need to remember to come back and get that glass out of there. But I'm going to need some sand. Now let's see. To do a cobble generator, there was a trick with a weight lens that I read about. Let's see here. Actually, let's do this. Weight. I think it was weight. It was weight or gravity. It was weight. Okay, it wants a rune of water, and it wants some prismarine shards. And we get prismarine shards by dumping nether quartz into an alchemy catalyst, which we have not made yet. Hello. Well, the reason we haven't made an alchemy catalyst yet is I only have 1 mana pool. It's kind of weak. Oh my goodness, I just realized it's 37 minutes. I meant to stop this at 30. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm not going to work on trying to automate cobble just yet, because that'll mean making another flower. I need a hopper hawk. It's going to mean making one of them lenses. It's going to mean making more sand to go into the hourglass. So yeah, that would mean a lot more work. So, in the meantime, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. And I hope you've enjoyed watching. Hopefully some of this has been helpful. So, y'all have a wonderful day, night, or whatever standard time part you are currently enjoying. And tell all your friends, cake is good for you.